There's a Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out, and I'm
Really?
hard pressed to care.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe I'm saying that about a Star Wars movie. I just can't believe it. And I hope it's great. And I hope we go into it. And I hope we come out cheering and being excited about it. I am hoping for all those things. I really am. I still think it's a questionable decision to make the first Star Wars movie hitting theaters being nothing but an extension of the third season of the television show, being a de facto fourth season. I still don't understand that logic. I still don't understand the move. And so far, their marketing for this thing has been questionable at best. Making one of the most dumbfoundingly stupid decisions I've ever seen with that horrific mistake of their Super Bowl spot. It's like you spent $10 million for that 30-second spot, and instead of making an actual teaser for the movie to get people excited, you did a throwback to an old Super Bowl commercial that a lot of the people watching this weren't even freaking alive when it first came out. It was cute, but you don't spend $10 million on cute when you have the Super Bowl audience and you've got a movie that you need to hit and people just simply aren't excited for it yet. And that's what you did with your Super Bowl spot. I'm not going to relitigate the whole thing again.
But they should have done in Mandalorian going, "What's up?" and Grogu going, "What's up?"
That would have been hilarious.
See, that all would have been forgiven. Yeah. Look, it's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen, but we're not here to relitigate the whole thing. But now we are getting a trailer, a new trailer, a proper trailer. You know, that first one was a traditional first trailer. Just gives you some glimpses, doesn't tell you anything about what the movie's about. That's a traditional first trailer, it was fine. But today, as comes to us from Games Radar, they actually dropped a trailer for the trailer. They put out their first little tease, giving very, very heavy Star Wars vibes. Yeah. As I
looks like Scarif. Kind of
a little bit of a scare feel. I like this, by the way. The X-Wings, they play like the Star Wars music. Then, of course, Grogu being mischievous, Grogu being Grogu. And I love little baby Yoda. But, you know, it's everything we already got in the TV show. And, by the way, I hate the logo.
The logo's terrible.
It's terrible.
I was just thinking
it's an absolutely terrible logo.
Really bad.
It doesn't even look like it's a movie. It looks like it's packaging that's going on a brand new Mandalorian and Grogu cereal box. But whatever, that doesn't mean the movie won't be good. Whatever. And, of course, ending with this most important part, trailer tomorrow. Trailer tomorrow.
Imagine Spider-Man drops tomorrow. No one even watches this.
Hey, listen, there are rumors going around that they're going to drop a Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer tomorrow. I cannot verify that at all. I have no idea about the validity of that. I'm just saying I've heard the rumors too that maybe they're going to drop a Spider-Man trailer tomorrow.
Rumors.
That never gets old.
It never does.
Okay. So we're going to get this trailer tomorrow. My God, this is an important trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Not as important as the first Doomsday trailer that's going to come at some point. But, I mean, this is an important trailer. This is it's important to reemphasize the context that we're in. There has not been a Star Wars movie in theaters in 7 years. And they're doing it with a TV show. It is what it is. Here, we are where we are. The first trailer was underwhelming. Didn't turn me off. Like, it's not like the trailer took away any enthusiasm I had. It didn't turn me off, but it didn't do anything to move the needle for me. That's fine. First little teaser. Then they phenomenally shit the bed with the opportunity they had to make a splash at Super Bowl. Instead, they laid out a giant fart in the wind that no one's going to be talking about except negatively over the next couple of years. But tomorrow they're dropping a trailer. And I got to say, this little tease for that trailer, they hit all the right notes. They did. They immediately, by starting it off, let's go back to this for a second. By starting it off with iconic Star Wars imagery.
Yeah.
X-Wing fighters.
That looks great.
With the John Williams Star Wars music playing behind it. You know what? If I was in that boardroom and said, okay, we're thinking about starting it off with major Star Wars iconography, with the John Williams music, I'd be Leonardo DiCaprio in the chair. Like, yes, you want to create that association right away and then play into what it is people love about Mandalorian. The little mischievous relationship between Mando and Baby Yoda. Oh, like everyone's going to go, it's like, okay, does the movie need to do much more than that? Yes, it does. But for a little 20-second teaser, 15-second teaser that's setting up the trailer tomorrow, they got this right. Now, we're not talking about the actual trailer. We're talking about a little announcement for the trailer. And I've given this movie a lot of crap, deservedly so and rightfully so. But I also give credit where it's due. For a little tease announcing a trailer tomorrow, this hit the right notes. But now this trailer's got to deliver, Rob. Because again, if this trailer, they've got to walk a fine line because they have to understand what made the show popular with the people who watched it. So you want to have some of that. But you can't just make this feel like another episode of the damn TV show. You got to make this thing feel special. You have to make it feel like a major motion picture that you're going to go out to the theaters and watch. And the importance of tomorrow's trailer for the future of this film, because I don't have high hopes for the future of this film. I don't think it's going to do all that great. But a lot of that can be changed in the narrative tomorrow with this trailer. Right now, all we have is this teaser. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Factor. Cold days, packed schedules, and let's be honest, when February hits, staying on track with eating well gets tough. And that's why I love Factor. Factor makes eating healthy deliciously easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs so you can eat well without the planning, shopping, or cooking. One of my main go-to meals lately is their high protein options. You're getting quality functional ingredients like lean proteins, colorful vegetables, whole foods, and healthy fats. Plus, they have over 100 rotating weekly meals, including Calorie Smart, Mediterranean, GLP-1 support, ready-to-eat salads, and even their new Muscle Pro collection for strength and recovery. Everything arrives fresh, never frozen, and is ready in about 2 minutes. All that and more is why I highly recommend Factor. Head to factormeals.com/Campea50off and use the code Campea50off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies by plan. One free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription is active. Rob, and I'm going to give credit where it's due. I think they hit the right notes with the teaser. You saw it. What did you think about the teaser, and how much do you think is actually riding on this trailer tomorrow?
Okay, I saw 4 movies on Thursday and Friday of last week, 2 double features, and I saw the Grogu trailer in front of every one of those 4 movies, and I was ready to shoot myself in the head. I'm so tired. You're gonna get your armor on, and the reason it bothers me, that first teaser, why are you showing? Why did you choose to make this movie? What about this story is compelling to me as a Star Wars fan, other than seeing the Mandalorian and Grogu again? So what I want from this trailer tomorrow, first of all, how important is it? It's extremely important because I think a lot of people feel the way that I do. You need to give me a reason as a lifelong Star Wars fan to, beyond the fact that you're just serving up more Star Wars, I need to know, what is this story about? Why do I personally need to see this story? How are you going to convince me this is a compelling story that I can't already get with 3 seasons on the TV on Disney Plus, and one of those seasons is dubiously dubious quality. So that's what I'm expecting tomorrow. Is it important? Absolutely. I think the audience is completely apathetic toward this film. You need to provide a reason that the audience needs to go out and see this movie beyond the Star Wars name or Mandalorian and Grogu. Tell me you're going to tell me a good story. Am I going to get a good story? If you convince me of that, I'll go out and see it opening night. I want them to. I want to be convinced, but I'm not convinced now. Yeah, I don't. There's no. What story are you going to tell me that I haven't already seen done better in the TV show?
And you know, it doesn't do Mandalorian and Grogu any favors that, like, Dave Filoni, and I don't blame him. Like, when asked, he was talking about the upcoming Starfighter movie, which I am far more excited about, and he literally said, they weren't talking about Mandalorian and Grogu, but in talking about Starfighter, he said, our main focus right now is Starfighter. Like, not even the one that's coming out now, which is Mandalorian and Grogu. And so that doesn't speak a lot to it. I see some people in the live chat, understandably so, say that they're going to make their money because they're going to sell the toys. Who's a fan of Baby Yoda that doesn't already have 20 Baby Yoda toys?
You don't need this movie to sell more Baby Yoda.
He hasn't even grown up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even like this is a different Baby Yoda look.
Right.
They're not. And who's going to go see this movie that didn't already watch The Mandalorian?
And I have a question. As much as I love the Razor Crest, it was destroyed.
But somehow it is returned.
Yeah, somehow it's returned. Now, if I were making a Mandalorian and Grogu movie, one of the first things that I would have said if I was tasked to direct it, we need a brand new kick-ass starship that's better than a Naboo starfighter and that's cooler than the Razor Crest. Because we've got to give... One of the things that the prequel or the sequel trilogies didn't do, it didn't give us we get X-Wings again. We get a Millennium Falcon again. Not that they weren't... They were already there. How do you miss out on the opportunity to, and maybe, by the way, they haven't shown us this new ship. Maybe we'll see one tomorrow. But, I mean, you don't get a human being's face with Mando. We know it's Pedro Pascal, but we know he's hardly ever in the mask anyway.
There's a question. Do they show Pedro, because of his popularity, do they show Pedro Pascal's face in the trailer?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You're watching two inhuman characters in live action. I mean, in the sense, I know he's a real person underneath, but I like movies. I like my heroes to be human beings with human faces, you know, and I think that's a big problem. And there's no new spaceship. How do you not give me a new Star Wars spaceship that I want to buy and hang from my ceiling?
It
Because
could be
people
that.
love the Razor Crest, Rob, so we just got to give that back to them.
It could be the Razor Crest scene was like a flashback.
I don't think it is. They've already featured the Razor Crest in every little spot they've done. I don't think it's a flashback.
I mean, the thing is, it was cool. It was cool seeing him in his unfinished N1 Starfighter, you know, and I would like to have seen a new... What does Star Wars do best? When I was a kid, The Empire Strikes Back was coming out, and you got to see AT-ATs and AT-STs in the twin pod cloud car. I mean, AT-ATs are still badass, and we get more of them in this movie. Why don't we get something new?
And, you know, look,
And
I like the Naboo Starfighter that he had, the modified Naboo Starfighter.
It was rad.
I did too, but I understood that in the terms of the movies, he needs a ship that's more than just one seat. Like, he needs a ship that he can have cargo and move around in. Bringing back the Razor Crest. Okay, interesting decision. We'll see how that goes. Again, a lot riding on this trailer tomorrow. I'm looking forward to us talking about it. Question is for you guys. What did you think about this little tease? I think they hit the right notes. I really do. Give credit where it's due. And how important do you think this trailer is tomorrow? I think it's extremely important, not to the future of Star Wars, but at least for this one particular movie. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.